Welcome to Right Triangles and Pythagorean Theorem. Let's take a look at this first question. Confirm whether each triangle is right given side lengths. Draw the triangle if it is right. Okay, so what is Pythagorean Theorem? So Pythagorean Theorem states that for a triangle with side lengths A, B, and C, A squared plus B squared will be C squared. Okay? And say we were solving for the side B or for the side A, then we would just take this equation and rearrange it. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. If we're solving for B squared, then we'd subtract A squared from both sides, and B squared equals C squared minus A squared. If we're solving for A squared plus B squared equals C squared. If we're solving for A squared, then we take away B squared from both sides. And A squared equals C squared minus B squared. Okay? Now, I'm going to move this for a second because it's kind of in the way. Okay, so let's draw a triangle. Actually, the question says first confirm whether each triangle is right. Okay, so we're going to look at the two smallest numbers, which is 9 and 15. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A is 12, so 12 squared plus B is 9, so 9 squared equals 15 squared. So we're going to check if this statement is correct. And if it's correct, then that means that the triangle is a right triangle. Okay? Only if Pythagorean theorem works can we say that a triangle is a right triangle. Right triangle meaning this is 90-degree angle. Okay? So let's take a look. 12 squared is 144. You can do this multiplication by yourself. Plus 9 squared is 81 equals 15 squared is, let's take a look, times 15 is 25. 7, 150, it's 225. Okay, so time equals 225. So 144 plus 81, let's take a look. 144, 81. We have 5, and then here we have a 2, and then we have 2, 225. So 225 equals 225. So that means this is a right triangle. Okay, so you're going to write right triangle. Then you will draw the triangle, okay? So, let me draw in a different color. Okay, so this is side A, this is side B, this is side C. A is 12, B is 9, C is 15, okay? Actually, it's not even necessary to write the A, B, C, but if you would like, then it's always a good idea, okay? Let's take a look at this next question. It's just because sometimes this could look a bit confusing, but yeah, another way to write this would just be, you'll just write 12 here, then you'll write 9 and 15, and you can just go like A, B, C. That's probably a better way to write it, okay? So I'm just going to erase this. We'll stick with this way over here. Okay, that's how you're going to write your triangle. Let's take a look. X equals 25, Y equals 7, Z equals 24. Now you might be wondering, hey, why are there X's, Y's, and Z's? I thought we were looking at A, B, and C, right? Well, the way Pythagorean theorem works is, we're going to look at the two smallest numbers. So that's Y squared plus Z squared. They add up to the largest number, which is 25 squared, right? Let's take a look at the original equation. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So, we're just going to write, oh, I just realized I wrote, this is supposed to be, let's say, x squared, okay? Because these are the two smallest numbers, and the biggest number is going to be c, okay? So, this equals, y is 7, so it's 7 squared plus z is 24 squared equals 25 squared, which is x, and now we're just going to add it up. 49 plus 24 squared. 24 times 24 This is 16, 9, that's 480, that becomes 576. Yeah. So 49 plus 576 equals, and 25 squared, let's take a look at that. 25 times 25 is 25, 75, and that's 500. Wait, no, I made a mistake there. That's not 75. This is, let's see, 25 times 10, that's 125, plus 500, which becomes 625, okay? Equals 625, right? 25 squared is 625. Now we're going to add up 576 plus 49. This becomes 5. This becomes 12. And this becomes 625. So 625 equals 625, which is correct. So that means this is a right triangle. Now you're going to draw the triangle, start in blue. Let's take a look at the question one more time. So there's X, Y, and Z. So this is the triangle. Also, whenever we're drawing a right triangle, we want to draw this box here. I'm not sure if I did it up here, but yeah, okay. Whenever we draw a right triangle, we're always going to signify this box here, which means this is a straight 90-degree angle. Okay? So there's X, which is the largest side. So I'm going to write X here. And that's 25. X. I'm going to write, actually, it's kind of messy. Okay, so X, and then Y is 7, so we're going to write Y here, and then Z goes here, and Z is 24. Okay, that's our drawing. Let's take a look at the last question. P equals 5, R equals 5, Q equals 7. Okay, so A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Let's take a look at the two smallest ones. That's going to be our A and our B. So P squared plus R squared equals, and what's left over, the Q will be over here, equals Q squared. P is 5, so that's 5 squared, plus R is also 5, so it's 5 squared equals Q is 7, 7 squared. So 5 squared is 25, plus 25, and 7 squared is 49. This adds up to 50, which equals 49, okay, and remember we're following BEDMAS, okay, so 50 does not equal 49, so we're going to make a big X here and say this is not a right triangle, okay? So if it's not a right triangle, then you're not required to draw it, so this is all the work that you need to show, okay? That's right triangles and Pythagorean theorem.